you're watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. The Sultanate is to participate in the International Navigation Exhibition in France. The trial operation of the new fish, vegetable and fruits market is started in the Wilaya of Masra. And the Iraqi forces start wide attack to retake the city of Hawija as the international airlines halt all flights in and out of the city of Erbil. Those were the headlines, and now for the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has sent a cable of condolences to His Highness Sheikh Sabah Al Ahmed Al Jaber Al Sabah, Emir of Kuwait, on the death of Sheikh Hasara Yusuf Al Adbi Al Sabah. The Sultanate has completed all preparations to take part in the International Exhibition of Navigation held in La Rochelle City in France. The Sultanate's delegation to France got acquainted with French experience in ways to utilize historical sites for tourism purposes. The Sultanate was selected to be a guest of honor at this prestigious international exhibition. The Sultanate's participation in the International Exhibition of Navigation aims to strengthen deep-rooted ties with France and highlight Oman's tourism potentials. The Omani pavilion in the exhibition will represent various sectors in the country and shed light on its seafaring legacy. Muscat municipality started the trial operation of the new fish, vegetable and fruits market in the Wilaya of Matra. The new market contains 130 platforms for the sale of fish, 36 platforms for fish cutting and 48 platforms for the sale of vegetables and fruits, in addition to 4 shops for the sale of meat and 4 shops for the sale of poultry. It also included various facilities such as an administrative building, coffee shops, restaurants and parking areas. It aims to provide best services and products to traders and customers. It was designed as per latest international standards and provided with state-of-the-art equipment to achieve high quality of food safety. A statement was issued by the Directorate General of Education in the Governorate of Dakhiliya with regard to food poisoning cases among students of Musa bin Ali School in the Niyaba of Barkat al-Muz. It affirmed that all 58 affected students left the hospital after receiving medical care, adding that they are now in good health. The statement also said that the Directorate is working with bodies concerned to discover the causes of these food poisoning cases and will take suitable measures against those responsible for them. The main committee for competition of His Majesty Sultan Qaboos for Handicraft Excellence on its 5th round announced conclusion of receiving handicraft work and projects which will compete in 2017 to 2018. The Public Authority for Crafts Industries clarified that all committees have supervised while receiving requests from competitors and ensured that they all meet requirements for the competition. The authority mentioned that the special indicators for the competition stressed the rise in handicrafts members compared to the previous rounds of contest, mentioning that the competition enables craftsmen from translated applying standards of handicraft development and innovation with high quality which will qualify national crafts products to spread out and gain profits at local and regional levels. The Nursing College in Sultan Qaboos University implements a research project for developing strategies of preparing fresh graduate nurses and providing safe healthcare. The research project focused on 6 main aspects aimed to study transferring Omani nurses from the study to practicing nursing in order to ensure success of their employment process from various institutes and colleges in the Sultanate, in addition to the patient safety and quality of healthcare provided by these competencies. The project is considered as unique of its kind in the Sultanate and Gulf region, where they merge means of quantitative and qualitative research, aiming to facilitate making policies and developing strategies related to qualifying Omani nurses. The first edition of Madha Shopping Festival was opened in the Governorate of Musandam. The festival, which is considered as the biggest in the Governorate, witnessed a participation from many local companies and handicrafts. The one-month festival included many activities such as traditional dances. The small-medium enterprises also took part in the event as they presented their high-quality products. Due to its location, the festival is visited by citizens from various wilayas of the Governorate of Musandam, as well as citizens from the United Arab Emirates. The NAMA Group launched an awareness campaign for the public on rationalization of electricity consumption by employing latest audiovisual technology. Here is a report by Saleh bin Khalfan Al-Rahbi.
Electricity is a precious source of energy, and our life depends so much on it. In view of that, NAMA Group launched an awareness campaign for the public in continuation of its national campaign to rationalize electricity consumption.
This campaign is to increase the awareness about using the electricity in houses or in companies and in whatever areas it has electricity. We have started this campaign on last July, and we have started on social media, and we have made many competitions to increase the awareness about using the efficiency of the electricity.
Over a period of 3 days, the campaign used interactive ways to deliver the messages of conserving electricity to the visitors through using social media channels and virtual reality glasses.
It's great to have like this events in public place that will give our community informative and useful information about saving energy for the next generation.
As part of the campaign, around 1,000 virtual reality glasses were distributed to the visitors, enabling them to view the campaign videos on conserving the usage of electricity.
Spreading the culture of conserving energy among the public is important to achieve sustainable development. For the Sultanate of Oman Television English News, Saleh bin Khalfan Al-Rahbi, Muscat.
Still to come in our news bulletin. 2 years ago, a former air raid shelter 33 meters below South London became a vegetable farm. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman Television. Iraqi Prime Minister Haider al-Abadi today announced the launch of the second phase of the operation to retake the city of Hawija, which is still held by the Daesh north of Baghdad. Hawija is one of the last pockets of Daesh-held territory in Iraq. Meanwhile, an Iraqi government order that international airlines halt all flights in and out of the cities of Erbil and Sulaymaniyah will start today evening local time. The move is due to tensions over an independence referendum held this week in Iraq's Kurdish region and disputed territories. The humanitarian situation in Yemen is a catastrophe, and cholera cases there could reach 1 million by year end, the International Committee of the Red Cross, ICRC, said today. Alexandre Fate, head of the ICRC delegation in Yemen, said that the warring sides were using disproportionate force, causing very excessive civilian casualties. He called on them to allow Sana'a Airport to open to commercial flights for aid supplies. Fate saying there had been 750,000 suspected cases of cholera to date, with 2,119 deaths. It is the worst recorded outbreak of cholera in modern history, according to the World Health Organization. The UN Migration Agency said that more than 60 people are either confirmed dead or missing and presumed dead following the shipwreck of a boat carrying Rohingya Muslims who were fleeing from violence in Myanmar to Bangladesh. The spokesman of the International Organization for Migration told reporters in Geneva that 23 deaths have been confirmed after 8 more bodies were found overnight, following an initial count of 15. He added that the very tragic accident involved a vessel that had been at sea for 2 days with no food and had faced choppy sea conditions. The Bangladeshi captain had not initially charged the passengers any fee for the transport and had been trying to avoid sea patrols or checkpoints. A stampede broke out on a crowded pedestrian bridge connecting 2 railway stations in Mumbai during the morning rush hours, killing at least 22 people and injuring 32 others. Police were investigating what caused the stampede on the bridge, which led some commuters to leap over the railing. Others were crushed or fell underfoot and were trampled. Mumbai police official Gansham Patel said some falling concrete had hit part of the bridge railing, leading people to surge forward out of panic at the thought that the bridge was collapsing. Under an anonymous backstreet in South London lies a vast underground air raid shelter that has been turned into a pioneering urban farm supplying supermarkets and restaurants in the capital. Here is a report.
33 metres below South London is not where you'd expect to find a farm. But 2 years ago, this former air raid shelter began to sprout rocket, coriander and even broccoli. Instead of using soil and natural light, the plants grow thanks to LEDs and hydroponics, using nutrient-rich water.
Because we are in what is called controlled environment agriculture, we have a lot more control than usual growers. So we managed to negate a lot of those challenges by the fact that we can control the humidity, we can control the heat. But there's nothing that stands out that I would say is a major challenge apart from building a farm underneath London.
All of the electricity comes from renewable energy sources, and the LEDs shine brightest at night when electricity is cheapest. And the farm has managed to bag some top-shelf clients, including supermarket chain Marks & Spencer.
I think the story is fantastic. I think we all love to think that our food is grown locally to us, but I think also the product sells itself. The quality is fantastic and the taste, the flavour is like something I've never had before. It's brilliant.
Currently, around a dozen microgreens and salads are cultivated here. And there's still room for new growth.
So this is what the tunnel looks like before we start to put the farm equipment in here. So as you can see, we've given it a food-safe lining, we've painted the floors, and then what this does is give us an additional third capacity, so we start to expand and start to fulfill that customer demand that's out there.
The farm's founders say this type of farming is 100 times cheaper than overground urban farming. Not being at the mercy of British weather means a more reliable crop. And as the world grapples with climate change and a rapidly growing population, experts say farms like these could be the answer.
And now for the general weather forecast around the Sultanate. Partly cloudy skies will prevail over the coastal areas of the Governorate of Dhofar and its nearby mountains, with chances of intermittent drizzle. The rest of the Sultanate will have clear skies with chances of scattered rainfall over the Hajar Mountains. Winds will be southerly to southeasterly light to moderate. Seas will be slight with a maximum wave height of 1 metre. is the Sultanate of Oman Television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. The Sultanate is to participate in the International Navigation Exhibition in France. The trial operation of the new fish, vegetable and fruits market is started in the Wilaya of Matra. And the Iraqi forces start wide attack to retake the city of Hawija as the international airlines halt all flights in and out of the city of Erbil. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the newsroom and the studios, it's good night.